I'm Lady Nika, in with tonight's episode of the Have and the Have Nots. Now, for those of you who do not watch all of my uploads, you probably wondering why the hell I can't see you. Well, the reason why you cannot see me is because over the weekend I did a walk for the cure in honor of Lupus Awareness Month, and while out there I did burn kind of bad, so. That's the reason why I'm not on camera. I'm still in the healing process. Plus, I'm not feeling my 100% best because tomorrow is my date with Ben. If you've been with me a minute, you know what that means. So, I wanted to still do the review nonetheless because quite a few of you down in my comment section have said that you don't have cable and you want to keep up with the show and you like my reviews for the fact that I try to be as thorough as possible when I tell the story of what happened. Now, I did not do it last week because last week, as I stated, I had finals and my son graduated, so I took the entire week off. Even though I was dropping, celebrity news, I didn't do any reviews, but I didn't want to leave my have and have not people out here hanging, okay? Last week I did. Now, someone asked me to review episode 13 because we're going to talk about episode 14. If enough of y'all down in the comment section say you want me to go back a whole week, I'll do that for y'all. But if not, we gonna pick it up from right here. I don't mind going back, but if it's not gonna get any views, there's no reason for me really to do that. It has to be more than one person that says that they want me to do it, and for me to actually come back and do that. Anyway, hopefully I'll be back on camera in the next couple of days. It's getting better. It's getting better. But anyway, that's all the church announcements I had before I begin the review. Now tonight opens up with us over to over to Aunt Catherine's house, and she glad that Hannah back. She glad, She's telling Hannah that she's gonna get her some more help in there, but help for Hannah. I got it. But then saying, yeah, you can go and hire somebody else, but I can handle it. So in comes Jim. Oh, Hannah, you working for us again? Yes, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. He ain't paying no bit of attention to the fact that Katie looked like she wanted to stab him with a spoon or fork or some child. She just wanted to juke him in his Adam's apple. Child, I'm gonna tell you something. He sure ain't. I ain't gonna talk too much shit about Jim because I used to have a crush on Jim when he was Bo Duke. So let me shut the hell up. Anyway, he's talking about he tired and he just coming in. If you remember the last episode last week, he went to that hotel to meet up with Gia and wind up having sex with her. Child, that was some old pedophile looking shit. Wasn't that awful? That was just some awful shit. But anyway, he come in talking about he need to take him a shower and relax some. And of course, Catherine tell Hannah go hook up the guest bedroom because his ass can't stay in my bedroom. I don't want to filthy ass nowhere around me. Child, whatever. Anywho, so she goes to do that. Her phone started going off. And I'm thinking, okay, girl, you got this crackhead ass son out here. Why you ain't answering this phone? She just starts constantly letting the phone ring to the point where Jim like, obviously somebody wants to talk to you. Won't you answer your phone? Well, her thing is she can't get off of, can you please not take your hoes to my hotel? Because I guess she owns the Artesian. His thing is, I'm going to have a hoe there tonight, and this the hoe you want me to have here tonight, because this hoe that's coming tonight is going to be the one to help you with your stupid ass case. So he walks off from her because he ain't trying to hear nothing she say, and he's supposedly going to check on get himself ready for a bath and check on the statuses of if that money that they took back from Wyatt has made it into their account. He's supposed to been doing that. But then before he does that, he calls Sarah to set up that damn appointment to meet her down at the Artesian later on. Now, Sarah can't stand him, but he got shit on her. So she ain't got no choice but to, of course, go. Okay? Then we got Jeffrey down to the jail. But before we get to Jeffrey, let's just talk about Justin for a moment. Now, captain of the, I guess, of the police station has him coming to his office. He telling him, look, your mama done been calling me. And also, this is floating around with the officers within this department. Everybody know. And he turns his computer screen around, and it's that tape Veronica had made when she bust into Jeffrey's hotel room and called him with Justin and stuff. So, mental illness is really real. I usually say it runs rampant within the black community, and it does, but mental illness as a whole is very real, because this man is sitting here knowing now that the entire department knows that he done did what he did, and he ain't making no excuses about it. He did ask the captain what did he think he should do. He said, you first of all need to call your mama. Then you need to make sure that your wife, your family is okay. He said, if you make sure your family's okay, then you got a chance. But your family got to be okay. And clearly they're not, because your mama done been calling me and talking with other officers, yada, yada, yada. Call your wife. Okay. He walks out of there. He acts like everything is okay. Later on, we see him go, well, his wife comes to, no, his mama came first. His mom comes down to the police station. She wants to talk to him. Back in the captain's office, they go. Basically, mama says, you destroyed your family. What were you doing in that room with that colored boy? He had no excuses for what he had done, because in the book of his mind, he's in love with Jeffrey. And this man is basically willing to throw away his entire family for this, because mama say, you are no longer welcome to the house. I'm taking you out of my will. And you are to stay as far away from us as possible until you can come back and apologize to the family. And she leaves out. He was hurt, but he didn't break. Oh, here come his wife, baby. Here come his wife, Miss D.A. Judge, bitch. She comes in there, sign these papers. Do you know this man signed them papers with ease? It wasn't like he proofread the paperwork. It wasn't like he felt a sense of remorse for what he had done. He just immediately signed away. What he ended up signing was he signed his divorce paper, a restraining order, and his rights to ever see his child again. Now that broke him. He didn't give a damn about wife is saying that, he destroyed the family. It was until he said, she said, you will not be able to see your daughter anymore. That broke him a little bit. So then the next thing we know with Justin, he comes to the cells and he gets Jeffrey out, tell him, you free to go. First, Jeffrey was hesitant, because we done been here before. You see what I'm saying? We done been down this road with you before. You done came down here and told me, come on, I'm finna go and all this other shit, and you get me in these interrogation rooms and you be trying to take my boy, because I ain't letting you do that to me. But we ain't gonna do that. You're not gonna do me like that. But he's actually free to go this time. But before he takes them out to where they get their possessions and leave, which is where his father is waiting for him, he ducks off into this damn interrogation room. And this is what this man says: I got an apartment. Jeffrey was like, okay, that's good. No, it's an apartment for us. He said, man, I do not want to live with you. He basically begging Jeffrey to come see him later on that night. Jeffrey like, man, I see you on the same bull, so go on and take me back to my cell. He tells him at that time, you really are free to go. Your father's waiting for you in the front. So Jeffrey walks out, and he's asking him as he's walking out, please come see me tonight. Now, you would think that the captain had told you everybody in the department has this tape of you going around in this room with this man. And it's clear what y'all was doing. Your mother has come and basically kicked you out the family. Told you the black sheep for laying up with this color boy. Your wife came and had you sign divorce papers, restraining order, and sign away your rights to be in your child's life. And you still, after Jeffrey, you got a serious mental block. He does. He got a serious mental block. But that was all we saw of Justin on this episode. So now let's go over to Let's go over to Hannah's house because see, Hannah gone to work and you got Benny off in the kitchen, and Melissa comes in there looking just as homely as she want to from the neck down. And she want him to not be mad at her, but his thing is this: I don't even know you, girl. She tried to kind of turn him on again and looked like he was falling for it, but Mitch was at the door. I said, yes, God. So Mitch bring his big old fine Italian ass up in there, and Benny telling him, man, that girl, my mama done let this girl move in here. And he's like, really? How did we get to all of that? I guess he know the story, but they get to talking about getting ready to go and deal with this tow truck situation. You know, Benny done sold his soul to the devil. Mitch's family trying to get this money to get this tow truck company back on the road. So Melissa comes by them, and he looking at her. You can tell Mitch attracted. She not a ugly. She a pretty girl. She just retarded as hell. Now they leave her to go on and I guess go talk to Mitch's people or whatever it is they need to do. But Mitch thinks it's kind of funny that old girl is up in there and Benny is annoyed by it all. So they leave, and that's the last we see of them. Now let's go over to Mitch's uncle's bar where we got Jeffrey calling the bank to find out why his account is in a negative status. They can't give him no information, just telling him that it looks like money was transferred out. So, of course, like I told you, he was calling his mama because Mitch's uncle got a gun on him and threatening to kill his ass immediately if he don't come up with his bread. So when Catherine finally answers the phone, she thinking that he want the money for drugs. Now he already done purchased the man drugs, and your husband flushed them down the damn sink, but he still owe this man money and for the dope that he went back and got. He had already got that dope from him, but Jim pulled it down the sink. He went back and re-upped, and he's been at this bar waiting on 12 midnight to hit so that he can get some money out the ATM, only to find out the ATM says that he has no money in the account. The bank says he has no money in the account, so he's reaching out to his mother because he wants her to bring some money. And at first she wasn't hearing that shit until he's told her, look, they gonna kill me. So she go tell Jim, because he's supposed to text her the address to the place he's at. She's gonna come and bring the money. She get off the phone with him. Old boy feeling like, okay, you trying to play me, so he wrap him across his damn face with that pistol, knocking him to the ground. As Katie is telling Jim, we need to get hold to where Wyatt is at. He's supposed to text me this address, but he's not, and he's saying that the dope dealers are gonna kill him because he owes them money. I need to get there. She is doubting, will they really, well, she's asking Jim, do you think that they will hurt him? Jim said, hell yeah. So since no text came through, he's on the phone trying to get someone to run a line, a trace on the line so they can get an exact location and get over there before he ends up being killed. Now, as they waiting, this man is getting more and more irritated. Him and Wyatt end up having a fight. Looked like he was getting the best of Wyatt ass, but Wyatt ends up grabbing a bottle, busting it on the curb. Child, that's an old hood move there. You know when you grab a damn bottle and bust it on the curb, you finna cut a bitch. Well, he stabbed him in the neck and he wound up hitting the floor, and that's all we saw of him. Now, Derek, I like the fact that Katie want to see Hannah happy and whatnot, but I think she's doing a little too much. Let this man court Hannah his way, because I ain't all the way sold. Now, don't get me wrong. I want Hannah to be happy. Oh, I want Hannah to be happy, but I want Hannah to make sure that she does this the right way. Well, Catherine studied making it where this man is coming around. She leaving for work and he comes up with her favorite flowers in tow, which were lilies. And, they discuss the fact that Catherine is trying to push them together. And you can tell, normally, if Hannah wasn't into this, she'd be a whole lot more irritated and she would have confronted Catherine by now. She just don't want Catherine to make her look like she desperate and push a man on her. But she is smitten by Derek. He asked her, could he take her to get coffee? She said she got to get home and fix dinner for her son. And I was like, Hannah, Bennett is a fully grown. He might be slow. He might be a big, pretty ass mall with no shoppers, but he's a grown man. He can make a sandwich. I done went and had my damn coffee. But then again, you got that pregnant ass Melissa up in there, so I guess she is trying to make sure the girl at least eat. Well, she invites him to come on over to the house. He can chill with her while she make dinner. I said, okay. I hope Derek turns out to be what she want him to be and not just some crazy shit. All right, Jeffrey out of jail. They go by David's new place to get the keys to his condo, cause see that's where he gonna let Jeffrey stay until they can figure this thing out. They get over there and Miss Erica, thinking that it's just David coming through the door, come sashaying her ass down the stairwells with her lingerie on, bitch. Luckily, Jeffrey really wasn't paying it no attention. I mean, he saw her, but he didn't get to see her face because she moved so fast. And she ends up going back upstairs to put some clothes on because she embarrassed. Now, while she up there, she on the phone with Candace. I may have been, I think I've been cut. My cover may be blown. She was like, David came back here with Jeffrey, and I don't know if he remembers my face or not. Candace is so upset, and we gonna talk about why. She ain't got time to hear this shit. She hang up in her face, treat her like she always do, like a dog. You know what? I don't like Erica because she came into this thing being a little on the deceitful side, and she was rocking with War, and War is the reason why little Quincy died. See, I don't like her for that, but I'm gonna tell you something. She got a chance to redeem herself in this hour. All she gotta do, because David is very smitten by her, is just tell the story. Tell this man the truth, and he gonna probably feel the ways, but his heart is starting to soften towards you, girl. So why don't you just tell that man the damn truth so that you can at least start your life anew? You never know what can happen, but she keep being a deceitful bitch. When he find out, he really gonna be done with her. Now downstairs, Jeffrey realizes that, hey, my dad liked this chick, even though I didn't really get to see her other than, her and her little lingerie. My dad liked her. He cool with that. In fact, he said he liked it because his dad never smiled like that with his mom. And I said, your parents been married over 20 some odd years and your mama never smiled. Your mama never put a smile on that man's face. Girl. Look like he should have been gone, huh? Okay. Any damn way. I guess he gone on. He gets his keys and he goes to where it is that David's gonna let him stay, which is his condo. Upstairs, he's telling Erica that, his son didn't, I don't think he really saw you, and it's okay. Don't be embarrassed. He wants her to meet Jeffrey, but she said she ain't ready for that. Promise her that she won't have to meet him no time soon. And he said he won't spring Jeffrey up on her, but he a good kid, and he wants her to meet his son eventually. So she still got time. See, she should have went to telling the truth right then, but she didn't. Awful bitch. Now, Miss Candace. Candace ain't got time to hear nothing nobody's saying because Candace is trying to figure out why when she called this her damn new account that's supposed to have $8 million in it, it's now has a federal hold that the bank representative that answered her call said she had never seen before. Even when the supervisor got on the phone, they're both saying it's a federal hold we've never seen before. And they give her a number she can call to get for more information. When she calls that number, it's Landon. And apparently Charles Obama done put a hold on her coins because they know that's not her money. And Charles want to see her. She says to Landon, you tell him to unfreeze my money, or I'm going to go down to the press and have a conversation. Landon said, I don't think that's what you want to do. I don't think that's what you want to do either, Candace. I think you better have the conversation with this man because you about to put yourself back in a very precarious situation, girl. Well, she's all upset. She called Veronica trying to see if Veronica can get a federal judge that'll lift that hold. She don't want to tell Veronica everything, so because she won't tell the full story, Veronica tell her girl bye. And she also didn't give a damn that Erica cover may be blown by Jeffrey seeing him. She was like, so she's met Jeffrey before. Candace said, nah, she seen it, but he did see her at my place before. She don't give a fuck about none of that, because all she care about is what she did in the final scene. Apparently, Veronica has been doing a lot of behind the scene things, because did you see how that judge was like, how pretty she looked despite her being in the midst of a divorce and all of that? And he kind of alluded to they spent some time non-professional with one another. Well, she done went to this judge because she wants to have Melissa committed. She brought with her the documentation from when Melissa tried to kill herself, and she's basically painting the picture that Melissa is ill. She's not altogether there in the head, and she feels that maybe if they commit her and she's under 24-hour supervision, that her grandchild has a greater chance of living. She also tells him, I have a link that I can send to you where you can hear her threatening me. Now, the judge tells her, this sounds awful. Yes, I'm willing to help you, but first I have to have a officer of the court go and do a mental evaluation. So he tells Veronica to give the girl's address to where she's at to his clerk outside, and they will have someone go talk to her that day. So we now know that she's back on trying to get rid of Melissa, put her in a mental place, because she's trying to make sure this baby comes to fruition. And I guess the girl is pregnant. Child, she having an elephant pregnancy, right? Okay. Well, child, that's really what happened. But before I get up out of here, let's go back to David's house, because I forgot a scene. Girl, when we get over here to David's house after that, damn Erica runs back up them stairs because she ain't got no clothes on, and she don't want to be spotted really by Jeffrey, because he may remember that she was at Candace's place one day. They had a conversation about Veronica coming to see him and basically wanting him to put all the blame on Benny. Now, I felt a ways because David act like he ain't really had no problem with that. Now, I know Benny was sleeping around with Veronica, but you supposed to already been at that point of no return with Veronica at that point. So who she get her old cougar puss to shouldn't be too much of a deal to you. But I guess that is a reason for you not to really feel dude, because he was sleeping with your wife or whatnot. But to frame him for a crime that he didn't commit, they called him over there to help them out. If they had just called the police when Quincy attacked them and just told the police the truth, we would not be sitting here today. Damn that crime of passion shit. Tell the truth about the situation and you may walk. But you didn't. And the fact that when he told his dad about it and David didn't really just talk against it, I ain't like that. Because don't even get it in your mind that that's okay to do something like that. Frame that man for coming to help. Y'all call him. Put him into that. But even if you say that he did it, are we going to forget the fact that the keys to Jeffrey's car was in Oscar pocket? I mean, what that boy named Quincy pocket? We gonna act like we forgot all that. Okay. Mm-hmm. But anyway, that was it. That was all, y'all. That's all that I can remember about tonight's episode. If it's anything I left out, please put it down in the comment section, also known as the panty, and we will continue the conversation down there as always. Again, I apologize that I'm in black screen, but like I said, I'm going through, the sunburn. I ain't getting on no camera looking no any kind of damn way. Y'all know I'm not, but I wanted to be true to my people who watch my reviews simply because they don't have cable. And I tried to give you as much of what happened on tonight's episode as possible. I don't think I left nothing out. But if and by some happenstance I did and you feel it's important, drop it below and we're going to keep the conversation going. Hopefully I'll be back by Friday on screen where you can be able to see me and we can talk shit and swallow spit. That's what we're going to do. Y'all remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, share this video wherever it is you share a video, which this ain't no video, this is an audio, but you can share it if you want to, honey. And I'll see you guys back as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Peace.